All right, Western hockey fans, ready to play the Riverhawks, where this keeps, hey, the Sterners are here. What fun, what fun. Our friends, former teammates, get to see the Sterner family out there today. Maybe we'll see Cy on the ice. I'll have to keep my eyes out for him. Let's see, what number would he be on the other team? For those of you that have been on Western long enough, you'll know the lovely and wonderful Cy Sterner, great hockey player, great kid. We all love him. And here we go as we get ready to face the Hawks. Boys are having that players-only meeting back there. A small but mighty bunch today. A little 14 on 8 today situation. So definitely going to be a lot of ice time for all the folks that came down. All right, so that first line comes up. Looks like it's Owen White and perhaps Aiden Rappin at the middle. And a little Dave Samodi. Here go the Hawks, taking it down into our zone right away. And that's cleared out by Joey Caparosa. Winds up being a shot on goal. Picked up by Master Boyce. Little blue line rocket, but Ryan had his eye on it. All right. Back into it. Here we go. That looks like Samodi going downtown, going to see my girl. Chong fans out there. All right. And that one gets by Joey, and the Riverhawks going to take advantage, but Davis, Vanacoro, picks it up, goes back behind the net. He's got to the neutral zone, picked up by the Riverhawks. The Hawks go out on the right side. Western going to have to conserve some legs here. They're going to have to play all out, but at the same time, you know, they got to be smart. We're outnumbered by a lot. We got to make sure that we've got a little bit of room left in the later period. And here goes Western on the right side. Moving in for the attack. Off the bar in front of the net, and they blow it dead. Unfortunate too, because I think it was out in front of the net a little bit, but ref lost track of it a little bit, and of course they do have to blow it dead when they don't see it anymore. But I saw it bouncing around in front there a little bit, and yeah, the defense had it, not the goalie, so shame. Almost an opportunity for the boys. Let's see, here we go. Eli Roman, long shot, and pretty high. Riverhawks taking it back. Eli's there, pushing that play to the outside. Shot from the Hawks, picked up by Ryan Boyce. Nice fast glove. Snatches and grabs, pulls that one in. Right there on the outside. Long dump. Western trying to get it out there. And that one goes back behind the net. Davis challenging, puck goes around the other end. Riverhawks on the right side make their zone entry. Another snatch and grab from Ryan Boyce. Ryan making a statement early, clearly very locked in. And just pulling those pucks in. All right, Hawks behind the net, nowhere to go. Davis breaks it up. Puck goes out. Can we get over the line? Oh, yeah, we did. And then Hawks try to push it back in, try to sneak one in, but eagle eye refs. All right, Riverhawks. Western struggling to get it out of our zone and down into the attacking area. Here come the Hawks right up the middle. Goes to the outside, gets it out into the neutral zone. And Owen almost comes away with it, but Riverhawks pick it up and start their attack. Here goes Joey Caparosa. Western turns it around. Taken away by the Hawks in their own zone. Shot on goal, but just deflected a little bit. Clear from Caparosa. Riverhawks still with the puck. Caparosa takes it out on the left side. Joey making a move. Going for that shot, but broken up by the Hawks. In the neutral, Samodi misses, and that one goes back to Eli, and that's going to be an offsides. Right by the Western zone. 12:40 left as Western takes the face off at their own blue line. Puck dribbles on back. And that looks like Caparosa again back behind the net. Western still trying to push it out of their zone. We're getting close. And there it goes. And a little stick there from Sagnelli, but let's turn it around, put it back in our zone. Cross ice to Eli Roman. Roman up the left side. Makes the zone entry. Dumps into the corner, chases and follows it. Western looking for that shot. Almost. Sagnelli. Oh no, that was Amer. Backhand by 5. I don't know who that is today. Oh, that's Jack, right? Almost forgot. Jack. All right, so we got Jack today. All right, here comes the shot from Brendan. And picked up by the Riverhawks goalie. All right, so our friend Jack Pasowski with us today. Good to know. Here come the Riverhawks up the right side. And that one goes wide. Western at the line. And here they go. Back for that entry. And picked up by Ryan. Once again, so Davis pushing out to the outside. Ryan in position perfectly. Like I said, he's really locked in today. Really not much of a chance for that one to go anywhere. And that's an ice. We'll take it all the way back. .43 left in the first. Devin cheering on from the car in Canada somewhere. And a little flipper dipper. Ryan Riverhawks with a bit of extracurricular activity there after the play. But fortunately for us, I don't think they picked that one up. They allow a certain amount of that, I guess, too. You know, they give them a little leeway. If you're hacking at the goalie afterwards, they'll say, you know, maybe don't do that. Riverhawks to do so, and that one sent down by Western on the right side. Looks like Samodi chasing around the back of the net. Goes out to the left side, and Here it comes. Davis breaks it up and sends it back to the neutral zone. So great deflection. Threw his whole body in front of it there and just blocked the, I think they tried to dump it around him and wound up smacking him with the puck a little bit. It'll leave a welt. All right, that Riverhawks. Flipper dipper all the way across. Caparosa is going to chase it to the corner. Clears it out, tries to get it to Samodi. Samodi in the neutral zone. Plenty of company. Having a hard time getting through. Riverhawks send it back. Davis picks it up right away. Goes across to Caparosa. Caparosa tries for a move, but Riverhawks not fooled. Aiden Rapp back behind the goal. There he goes. Turning on the moves, but they take it away at the line. Caparosa attacks. Here goes Brendan Amer in close. There it is. Number 7 coming up big. Brendan Amer. Let's have a look. Sweet move from 7. Look at him racing after that puck. You saw it. He's puck hungry. Goes in, makes one move around him, and then boom, right off the crossbar. So with that, Western is up 1-0 early in this game. Broken up by Eli Roman. And there they go. Another deflection. Never gets on Ryan as much as they tried. But that one gets by all of us. And here come the Hawks. Caparosa back behind the net. Long pass from the Riverhawks. Riverhawks have it. Here they go. Ryan Boyce, big save once again. 2 Riverhawks right in front. So they go really wide to the corner. Sagnelli's in there trying to shut it down. Caparosa trying to clear it out. Gets plastered back behind the net. Roman. Backwards entry, backwards entry with the puck. Takes a long shot, but picked up by the Riverhawks. Slapper dapper from Jack on the right side. And here come the Riverhawks on the attack. Caparosa trying to break it up, but they get it by him, and uh-oh, right in front. Eli's going to clean that up. Bounces off the boards, gets out to the neutral zone. Rapp going around backwards, up on the boards. Fools me. And gets it out to Samodi. Samodi on the left side, zone entry. Puck there, too much people on top of him, but still makes it in. Company is the word I was looking for. Having word retrieval issues today, folks. So he had a lot of company, but managed to get it down ice anyway. All right, long shot from Joey. Here comes to Davis. Looking to shoot it, goes for the deflection. Oh, his stick up, and he just aimed right for it, but then Aiden got pushed out of it when that puck got close enough for it to not be called interference. All right, it's 2-on-1. Let's see, Davis sticks it away, and Ryan Boyce shuts it down. So great pickup from Ryan. And again, with those kinds of plays, as the defender, you just got to make your choice and try to stick on one guy. You let the goalie handle the other. That is what Parker is usually looking for. Says, I've got it. Just take out the one. Don't stand in between both of them and try to jerk around back and forth. So, pick up from Ryan. Ryan is locked in today. We are lucky too, because they are a skilled team, and definitely we're having a hard time breaking out of our zone a little bit. So we are very fortunate to have a goalie as locked in as Ryan today. All right. A little bit offsides at the blue line. We'll pick that up on the far side with 6:07 left in the first period. All right, Joey Caparosa is back behind the net. Owen White going up to threaten. Eli Roman at the defensive line keeps it in. And they get behind us. Yes, so a great Ryan again, just not fainting, didn't really give them much of an angle to take the shot. But on Joey, he was very close to Ryan, and Ryan was looming pretty large. Oh, and they got one by him. So the Riverhawks even it up. We're 1-1, and we'll go back to the center ice for a face-off. So we knew, let him take that many shots, Ryan, Mason, or Shesterkin. You let him take enough shots, eventually one's going to get by. So that was a tough one. They had a lot of pressure on us, and we'll see if we can not let that level of pressure happen again, because I'll tell you, as locked in as Ryan is today, if we can keep off those like 4 or 5 shot attempts in a row again, Ryan's got everything else, folks. All right, heading down, and we're going to have to touch up to get on sides. Jack to Eli. Eli sends it right on net. So return to sender. Eli Roman picks it up. And someone flips that one around. Oh, it was Davis. That was a great flip around by Davis. Davis outran Riverhawks a little bit, fired that one up in the neutral zone. Sagnelli, they have a big boy over there. It's going to be hard for us today. We're going to have to find some way. 71. All right, Davis with the puck, looking around, leaves it off to Brendan. Brendan doesn't go with it, though. He rang it around. So that one's Riverhawks possession, and let's see if we can get down there in the zone. So here come the Hawks. Nice pickup from Ryan Boyce. Another great stick it right out. All right, here come the Riverhawks. Long shot, easy one for Ryan to. Davis in the back gets it away from the Riverhawks and picked up by Western. Let's see who's got it. Looked like Aiden Rapp trying to move forward with it, and just going to have to go back behind the net. Looks like Caparosa had it, ringing around, and Ryan Boyce picks that one up. While an impressive save, let's look at the other one. I thought that was even a little. Look at this. Right there, Ryan. Very nice. Sticked it away. It was a quick developing shot. I know it doesn't look as fancy as like a big glove save snatch out of the air, but that shot came very quickly and developed quickly, and Ryan had to make a super quick decision, which he did. All right. So Western at the blue line. Samodi backhands it in. And that one comes out to the Hawks. Hawks looking for a little bit of frame. All right, and we're back, hopefully with a little bit less frame dropping. On the Wi-Fi here at Shelton seems to be bouncing around a little bit, so just thought I'd clean it up for everybody at home. Face off, Brendan, back to Eli. Up the right side, Jack, zone entry, but Western had someone over there already, so unfortunately, we're gonna have to try again. All right, coming all the way down to the other side. I guess that's intentional offsides. I guess that's why we're moving back a zone. Here comes shot, goes very high and wide. And they wave off the icing there, so that one's back in the zone. Sagnelli turning on the boosters to apply some pressure, but Riverhawks not fooled, and they just make a, I said that one really great player may just cut right through. Just cut through the lines like butter, and just like that, the Riverhawks are up 2-1. We're gonna have to find, they're gonna have to get physical, and he's skating too close to other players, completely untouched. Nobody is checking him, so we gotta like get that going. Riverhawks, zone entry. Caparosa back behind the net. And goalie tried to Hungry Hippo, but missed that puck. And Brendan Amer goes down as the Riverhawks pick it up. Fired on net, turned away by Boyce. Puck at the line, taken out by Jack. Buskowski out to Amer, back to Buskowski. And that one swept away from behind. Caparosa is up, sends it down. Puck goes around. And here goes Amer with the shot and a follow-up, but oh, no follow-up. Very close. The Riverhawks had someone there. Here they come. They make that zone entry, cutting through. And stopped by Ryan. So again, they kind of cut through everybody. Davis forced it a little bit out to the side, but they're just getting this speed and able to get around us. They're getting so much momentum. Davis, go Davis! There he goes, he did it. Oh man. All of us parents think that they're listening to us on the ice. I think they really aren't. Doesn't stop me from yelling it though. Waiting a little long for my taste, a little long. And that's the end of the first. So Western down by 1, but looks like we're settling in a little bit and not conceding as much as we were in the very beginning of the period. So hopefully that'll be a trend and we'll keep it up. Whoops. All right, entering the second period, 16 minutes up on the board. Ooh, it is cold in this rink too, let me tell you. And there's a huge heating system here. No one can figure out how to get it turned on. I think they're all fake. Oh man, all these rinks that have the heating and never turn them on. Like, come on, man. Give us a little something. All right, we switch sides. Western now defending the West, as seems appropriate. And here we go. Zone entry for Riverhawks. Western trying to turn it around at the line. They do, but that'll be an offsides. All right, Riverhawks still with it. Aiden Rapp tries, but they get it around us. Here they come. That's 71, almost uncontested. But we managed to get that one off his stick, and Joey Caparosa making the entrance. Going for the shot, but taken down in front of the net. And I think that's going to be a penalty on the Riverhawks. I think it'll be a trip. Either a trip or an interference. Let's take a look what they call. No hand signal, just, all right, well, I'm going to assume a trip. As we saw one of our guys go down after they tripped him. Yep, trip, there it is. All right, we got the hand signal. Eventually. So, Western on the power play. And Riverhawks turn it around. But that's going to be nice. And we're coming back. Caparosa trying to get it to Roman. Goes a little wide. Eli picks it up. Fires it into the corner. Going around. Owen White back trying to pick it up. Riverhawks have it. And they're moving it out of the zone. We pick it up in the neutral. Wrap. Caparosa. Caparosa. Making moves. Tripped up. And that's going to be another trip on the Riverhawks. So a second trip. And with that, Western's going to have a 5-on-3 for about 38 seconds, and then a regular power play coming up after that. So, refs having a chat as they get everybody squared in the box for the trip, and it's just going to take us a minute to get started on the old 5-on-3 here. All right, that one comes back to Joey. Oh, Joey's swinging a miss. They go cross ice. Eli back across ice to Joey. Joey with the shot, almost a deflection, but doesn't quite make the net. So Riverhawks in possession. Joey picks it up. He's going to try for another, but deflected by the Hawks. Sagnelli, oh, that one gets by him, and Davis is going to go back to clean it up. Davis picks it up. Looking for his target, goes up the side, gets it to Brendan, and that one loose in front. Here goes Sagnelli. Sagnelli back. Brendan Amer in possession. Amer looking for a target, and again hits a Riverhawk first. So Riverhawks putting their folks in front of the net, and a lot of deflections coming their way, coming from them. That one cleared out to center, and Riverhawks on the attack. And that one gets by us. They pass it. Ryan shuts it down. They try to fancy pass as the shot never materialized. So the 5-on-3 is over. Now it looks like it's a 5-on-4 for a bit. Davis going into the corner. Brendan with a little clinker off the side crossbar. That one gets cleared all the way back by the Riverhawks, and so that's going to be an ice and coming back. No, there's 12:14 left in the period. No time up on the clock for their person in the penalty box, but they still have someone in the penalty box. All right, come on, Davis! And that one gets sent all the way down again. So that's going to be another icing as we come back once again. A lot of icing going on here right now. They're going to just keep on trying to burn off that penalty time, the mystery amount. Eli Roman in the corner. Samodi. And there it goes. There it is. Let's take a look at that one. So Western on 5-on-5. Oh, so their person in the box is just a timeout then. Here goes Samodi. Watch this, right there. A little help from Owen White. Yeah. Samodi right to the net. Owen White with the rebound. And just like that, Western ties it up with a David Owen combo special. All right, Eli tries to flip that one out, but ooh, they are not fooled, and they move it in. Davis trying to push it outside, sticks it out, and winds up in the corner. All right. Puck goes to the corner. Davis picks it up. Davis fires it around the horn. A little bit of battling happening for it. Davis another shot around the horn. That one makes it out to the far side defender, and this one gets fired out to center, and that looks like it's going to ice unless it goes on net. That's going to ice, and it's going to come back. Even though she commented from before, since Owen was involved in that one, we're going to throw that comment up again there. It's applicable. You're predicting the future. All right. Here we go. Puck back behind the net. Hawks on it. In the Western zone. And they're 71. That's their good guy. Just kind of, we're going to have to always have our second years out there to try to neutralize them a little bit. And I think that Brendan might be our only second year out there today in terms of skater-wise. So we're going to pretty much have to always save 7 for 71. All right, here goes Jack. And deflected by the Hawks. Brendan on the left side, moving it in. Takes the shot and puts it in. Brendan Amer, number 7, comes up big, and just like that, Western takes a 3-2 lead. So let's take a look at Brendan right around there. He's got his man, takes the shot anyway, and goes top shelf. There it is. All right, Davis! Hit. All right, here goes Brendan. Brendan wants a new hat, I'm sure. And the Hawks get it around Sagnelli. They come back. Davis trying to force it into the corner, slaps at it. They go back behind the net. Oh, that one went in? I think they can't believe it went in. They're having their discussion going, what? So they kind of took that one from an impossible angle. It was from behind the net, and I think it ricocheted off of Ryan's stick and went in. They took it from an angle that you can't really score from, and unfortunately they banked it off our stick and it just went in. So it's 3-3. And Davis picks it up, back behind the net, turns it around, gets it out to Owen White. Caparosa in front of the net, so a little bit of dangerous passing right now. Let's try to clear it out of there before we go back and forth so much. Caparosa up on the right side, pass to himself. He's got a room, and the shot goes wide. All right, Brendan Amer trying to find a target up against the wall. And the Hawks turn it around. Davis, poke check. And that one goes to the corner. Davis picks it up. Sends it around the horn. Intercepted or deflected by Riverhawks. And Ryan Boyce snatches that one in. All right, face off in the corner. Brendan in front of the net. Jack picks it up. Buckskowski out to Amer. Amer got a little bit of room, not much, and winds up going behind the net. Just ran out of space with a little bit of that momentum. Here's Davis, long shot, and picked up by the goalie. So great shot, very accurate, and just not quite fast enough to get past that goalie's glove. It's kind of a rocket though. Boom. Here go the Hawks out on the side in their own zone, trying to take it out. Here comes their 71. Brendan trying to knock him out. Davis trying to knock him out. No one able to, but Ryan able to stop it, thankfully. And here goes Davis in the corner, playing against the Hawks. Davis takes him down. Wow, that was a great check from Davis with a little bit of help. I don't know if it was Brendan with him or someone was with him, but it's a good sandwich. Another check from Brendan, and that one picked up by Ryan and goes up high. And Davis in the corner picks it up from the Hawks and sends it out to the neutral zone. Joey Caparosa down there. I didn't even see Joey. Good thing I'm not playing the game. Joey was there. Joey, ooh, just a little high with the shot. Brendan Amer back. And here come the Hawks. Davis, go! That one goes long, and Ryan couldn't quite. They blow the whistle anyway. Let's take a look at that physics lesson before that happened in the corner. Let's see back there. So it gets by Davis. Brendan going back there to try to help, and Davis just boom. Wow. And that's, perfectly fine check. The kid absolutely had the puck and, had face on face there. So nothing from behind, just a real powerful push and upper body push there. And that's what we want to see. All right, we got 71 out there, so we're going to have to batten down the hatches a little bit here. And that one deflected a little bit. They're going to take the shot, but Ryan Boyce comes up with it on the leg. Great save from Ryan, getting back in position super quickly after he got knocked down. Here comes a long shot. Nope, broken up. So Western didn't give him a lane, so they didn't take it. Ryan with a snatcheroo. Davis trying to clear it. Everyone now trying to clear it, and they got it in. So Ryan reached out, couldn't quite get on top of it in time. And the Riverhawks come away with one. It's going to be tough when their 71 is out there. I know we don't have a lot of people to mess around with, but we almost have to trust the rest of the team to take on the whole rest of their team and just get Brendan out every single time. He's the only one who's as tall as him, I think, that we have to face up against their big guy. All right, here goes Owen. Owen White out on the right side, denied entry, and goes for it, but then it's going to be an offsides. .71 on the Riverhawks, once again making his entry. Somewhat untouched. Ryan with the save, but then the second one they get. I don't know what we think is going to happen. He's cutting through every single time. Like, they're just going to keep putting him on the ice and he's going to score. Like, they've got to throw some people in front of him. It's always tough when we face these teams that have like this one ringer kid. It just, oh man. All right, 88. Joey Caparosa pushing in. Sagnelli tries. Roman trying, but here come Riverhawks again, and they're on the outside now. All right, Brandon Amer moving it in, but it's picked up by the Riverhawks. Riverhawks trying to hang on to it. Eli battling for it. And I think that's going to be that. There we go. And Brendan's going to the box for that check. So we'll be on a penalty kill after that check.
Better be putting something else in the box.
So looks like we're going to see what they're going to do with Brendan. We'll, might be a double major. It was a pretty big hit, and it was a head-on-head contact, but he's unfortunately yelling at the ref, so I don't think that they're going to put him back in the game. You know, we can't. Whoops. Yep. Looks like they're going to put in Jack as well. So we could be 5-on-3 for a bit. Looks like they're putting in Sagnelli as well. So they're putting 3 kids in. That actually is it for us because we don't have enough kids to field a full line. Well, I guess we have a penalty though, so we don't have to field a full line. So the refs talking about what we're going to do for the penalties. We'll see. It looks like we've got 2 up there. We've given a 7 and 91 both a penalty. But we'll see if they allow, who they allow back in the game and when. Kind of chatting with the kids and chatting with the coach. With 3 kids in the penalty box, that gives us, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 skaters left. So it looks like our kids, the whole team is going to be on for the whole rest of the game or something. I don't know. Depends on who they let back in and when. So they're talking to coach. And we'll see what happens. All right, so here we go. We got a 5-on-3 for a bit, for about 1:30. Fortunately, I see everybody with their helmets on in the box. There goes one. So we'll go back. So that'll put one more kid back on the ice, and we'll be at 5-on-4 for a little bit. It is amazing, though, how much the parents yell at the 13-year-olds. I still can't get that through my head. I cannot do it. Saying some pretty vile things from some pretty vile adults around here, you know. The kids, they make mistakes. It's a sport. They're playing intensely, and I don't know. I mean, my kid got injured and like taken out of a game at this rink, and I somehow managed to not yell at the 13-year-old or 12-year-old that did it. Parents are a little vile here. All right, so there we go, and there's a stop from young Master Boyce coming up with some big saves today. I told you, did I tell you guys he was locked in? I told you guys he was locked in. He is. I know it's 6-3, but that ain't on him. It was 5-on-3, guys, for a while. And they're scoring a lot on power plays and penalty kills, and they also have like one player that's really, really good and is scoring most of their goals. We've played teams like that. Another snatch and grab from 29. Ryan comes away with it. So Sagnelli's still in there. So they freed somebody. I don't know. I think it was Jack. I think they let Jack out of the box. Sagnelli's still in there. Brendan's in there. Brendan might have a major. His number isn't up on the board. But he's not packed up and going home. So he might be coming back in, which would be great because we could definitely use all the legs we can get. Another pickup from young Master Boyce. All right, and that one gets cleared out to the neutral zone. And winds up almost being a I guess technically a shot on goal. All right, Aiden Rapp cruising on by. And Sagnelli out of the box. And that one goes behind. So we actually wound up holding them off on the 5-on-4. We let one in on the 5-on-3, but managed to stave off the 5-on-4, so good job to the Western boys today. That's your guy, by the way, that's saying vile things about the kids. Making a guest appearance. probably the dad. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt and say the dad of the kid that got hurt, but it can certainly make you a little frustrated, but again, we try not to yell at the other children. Yell at the coaches. Yell at Alex. He's a big boy. He could take it. He's also really nice. I feel like he'd allow you to. Reasonable guy. All right. So Riverhawks in our zone. Nice check from Eli. Eli flips and dips out to the neutral zone. And a nice pickup from Sagnelli. Sagnelli going to the far side. And nice pickoff right in front of the net by Owen White. Owen White's dangerous right in front of the net, guys. I don't know if this team has quite learned that yet, but he's a dangerous character to have right in front of the net. All right, Eli tries to get it there, but now it's 2-on-1. Davis looking to see who's going to neutralize, but they wind up putting it in. Now, I see him beating himself up, but he was a lot closer to the other player. All right. So Hawks going up 7-3. Now I think we'll just wait for this one to wrap up. And it looks like they're tossing Brendan. A little argument with the ref. So he's not going back in. Yeah? Like, do you really like yelling at the 13-year-olds, guys? They screw up. They're kids. They're kids. Be an adult. Be an adult. They make mistakes, dude. They're kids. We're not dropping F-bombs at the 13-year-olds. My God. Oh, you really? Yeah, you'd kill someone? That's what you do? Great. Oh, my God. Classy parents at this one, guys. Classy parents. Threatening to kill the kid. This is where we are. All right, Riverhawks heading down ice. Riverhawks passing it around and cleared out by Sagnelli. Here come the Hawks making the entry. And that one's a bit high. Davis going into the corner to clear it out. Another one goes up out of the netting, 1:18 left in the second. All right, Owen White on the corner. In the Riverhawks zone, Riverhawks in possession. Their number 71 making their entry. And nice save from Ryan that time, I think. I don't think it just went wide. I think Ryan took a piece of that. We found our way to neutralize 71 there by just throwing our body right on him. That's pretty much it. All right, Samodi out to center ice. And that one to Caparosa. Caparosa out on the right side, making his own entry. Broken up by the Riverhawks. And that one iced, so it's coming back all the way to the other side. All right, Davis back behind the Riverhawks, behind our own net, chased by the Riverhawks, and gets that one out to the neutral zone. Bounces off a Riverhawk stick, so that one makes his own entry, but time has run out. And we'll enter the third, down 7-3. So the mighty 7 left. They are going to be tired when they get home. No shoveling snow for them today. Although I think we're getting mostly freezing rain and wintry mix, so don't think we'll have to worry about that, but there'll be plenty of icing to be done later, I think. Throwing down a little salt or whatever. Hope everybody gets home safe. 16 back up on the board, and we'll see, boys getting some practice in on what to do with a short bench when when the legs are getting a little tired. Certainly a great workout for all of them. There's the whistle. Heading on out, heading back out. All right, Samodi with a check. Double. Samodi bouncing from one check right to the next today. Caparosa out on the far side. Loses it at the line. Davis back out to Samodi. And Riverhawks still trying to push it in at our zone, but Western doing a good job of pushing them out. But except for that one got through and on to Ryan, but Ryan able to turn it away. And Davis with a clear out to, looks like Rapp, who got it out to Owen, except for we turned it over in the neutral zone, and the Riverhawks are moving back in. Davis heading into the corner. They pass out, goes across. Looks like Samodi picked it up. Cooking, moving with a little speed, getting out there. Might turn this into a shot, and does. Frozen by the Riverhawks goalie. So a good set of moves from Dave Samodi. 2 in front, 2 behind, and still managed to get that shot off. And put it right on the goalie. So good moves from 25 for sure. And we check Joey down with no stick. Joey still has his though, so stays in the play and moves on it. And puck locked up on the side by 71 on the Riverhawks, broken out. Riverhawks taking the shot, stopped, turned around, and that one a bit of a stick at the red line, so I don't think there'll be any icing on it. Long shot and picked up by the Riverhawks goalie. Riverhawks goalie making some great saves today. A couple of the shots the boys coming out, firing them on. And another one turned away by Ryan. Riverhawks firing around the back. Davis in the way. Riverhawks still in possession. Aiden Rapp trying to pick it up, but Riverhawks seem to be everywhere. Long shot, got one right in front of the net. Davis giving chase, deflects, and nice deflection. That one shoots it back out in the neutral zone. And that one comes back into our zone. Eli looking to pick it up, but picked up by the Riverhawks. And they put one in. So they're 71. Pretty much a one-kid team. Puts another one by. And then heads off ice. All right, Riverhawks going on the far side. Nice pick up from Ryan. Take a look at that one again. And that one comes back over the line, so at the offsides, we'll take a face-off at the blue line. 12:37 left. In this unfortunate situation we find ourselves in, with fortunate adults around us. All right, that one goes long. Long shot picked up by Ryan, cleared out by Davis, and cleared out almost on net, but about 2 inches to the left, so coming back. And almost turned that one around. Joey Caparosa came really close to popping another one right in that open spot. Here come the Riverhawks on the move again. Getting around, but Eli not giving him too much space to make anything happen. Eli getting in on there, stick checks it away. Riverhawks again. They'll take the shot, but goes high and into the corner. Samodi flipping that one out, but doesn't quite make it all the way out, not over the line. So comes back in. Eli tries a flipper as well, and that one does make it out to the neutral zone. And that one's back at the blue line. Riverhawks taking it forward. There they go, make their zone entry. They're going to have a shot. Goes back behind the net. right, Caparosa on the far side. Making that entry, gets the shot and deflected into the corner. Riverhawks trying to turn it around. Caparosa turns it around, but we're a bit over the line, so with that offsides, we'll resume face-off on Riverhawks blue line with 10:33 left in the third. And Ryan comes up with a big stop right at the goal. Davis goes back to clear. They take his stick with him a little bit, but he gets it out of there. And that one goes to the far side. Picked up by Sagnelli on the left. There goes their 71, takes the puck away. And a cherry picker there. Let's see if Davis is able to outrun him. Yeah, gets a deflection. Nice deflection on the stick, sends the puck into the corner. And Riverhawks fighting it down in the corner. They try for the backhand, but taken away just in front of the goal. Centered up, but Davis picks it up, clears it, gets it out to Sagnelli at the line. Here goes Sagnelli. Sagnelli dumps it in, and that's going to be nice and coming back. But I think those boys need any few seconds they can get of rest on their legs right now. Like I said, it's a super short bench at this point, and with only 9:12 left in the third, they're definitely testing their endurance. This is like a Team USA workout right now for these guys. All right, that one's back behind the net. Davis lifts the stick, gets it out, but unfortunately we didn't have anyone there and went to the Riverhawks, and they're up 9-3. As expected with this garbage parent group, they're celebrating like it is the Stanley Cup. Up 9-3 and screaming like it's the gold medal round. All right. Samodi in the face-off, almost out to Sagnelli, but here come the Riverhawks again. Going around. Nice force back to the corner, and unfortunately they passed it out and put another one up. Nice shot on goal, picked up by the Riverhawks goalie at the corner. Riverhawks at the blue line. Joey playing deep. Let's see what he does. Oh, they get just by him and don't quite put it in. So Davis with a clear and Ryan with a stop after the first clear. There's the Riverhawks sole player. Goes back. Good stop from Ryan. Here they come, broken up by Joey. Samodi trying to get in there and neutralize. There we go. Great stop and great stick movement from Cy Sterner, our good friend. Great kid. Love to see that he's doing well and making some good moves down there, young Master Sterner. All right, Caparosa makes it in and just missed. Hit the post. Came really close. Almost had a really good shot there. And Cy with a deflection and Eli with an offsides as he tries to clear that back. Clock's running now, so we'll be out of here in 5 minutes regardless. Which would be great because I think the snow is supposed to start around 6, so looks like we might just sneak our way home before that happens. There goes Jack. All right, offsides at our line. And we'll try it again. Shot gloved away or blockered away by Ryan Boyce. Davis gets there first, clears it out. Jack lays a check. Davis behind the net, rings it around the Rosie. And in front of the net, picked up by Jack, out to Owen White. White making moves, got the whole team on him, picked up by Jack now. Jack with the shot near the net there, sticked away by the goalie. Here come the Riverhawks. Going to the outside lane. Puck doesn't quite survive and just dribbles in, cleared away by the defense. 4 minutes left. They wave off the icing as the Riverhawks pick it up. I think it kind of came out of a battle between a couple of players, so I'm sure there might have been some stick contact down there enough to wave it off, or the refs just want to get home before the snow as well. Riverhawks behind the net. Long shot, deflection, but Ryan Boyce there. Wow, what a snatch from Ryan Boyce. Look at that one. We got to see that again. We'll take a look. Just gloves it right out of the corner. Nice one, nice pickup there. Look at that. All right, Riverhawks in possession in their own zone. Davis with it back in ours. He's got a pursuer, decides to go the other way. Gets it out to Sagnelli. Sagnelli sees his target, gets it out center ice to Samodi. Oh, Samodi almost had a really great move. That was a great idea, David, a great idea. Just too much company to quite pull it off, but it's a good move. Two minutes left. So Western tries to clear that one out from in front of the net. Caparosa. Caparosa moving downtown. Goes across to Samodi, but the angle just wasn't quite there. There we go, right in front of the net. And did that one go in? Not quite. Almost. About 122 left. And a lot of business right in front of the net. Western almost able to put another one in, but really close, not quite there. And they just put another one in. 30 seconds left. 11-3, up 10-3, and 30 seconds left. Still moving on down and firing on all cylinders. Caparosa back behind the net. And that's it. So end of this game. We see all of our friends giving Cy a little hugs and high fives. We do like to see that. You know, teams are temporary, but hockey friends are forever, which is nice to see. Love seeing them show the love to former teammate and good friend. So there we go. We'll see you guys next week when we start things up once again.